to my channel. This is just a kind of general kind of updatey video. I haven't really got a theme. I'm just going to talk and see what happens. Just because I haven't done a video for a little while, so I thought I'd do one today. So as I think I told you before, I was going to try, after my 4th vaccine, which was now a couple of weeks ago, I was going to try and see if I could get out a bit more. Obviously, being realistic, I have very severe germ phobia, OCD. That's not going to go away anytime soon. It's very severe, very debilitating. It's not like, I can wave a magic wand and get back to how I was prior to COVID. Like I said, I've always had a germ phobia for a long time. But obviously before COVID, it was at a kind of manageable level where I could still go out and do stuff. Obviously, I was still handicapped, disabled by it, but because obviously it stopped me doing certain things, and and it was an anxiety I constantly had to deal with. But before COVID, it was a hell of a lot better because I'd had a lot of support over the years, and I was at a place where it was getting pretty manageable and not as bad as it was. And then obviously COVID happened, so you can imagine, germ phobia, COVID, not a good combination. But I have made some progress. I have achieved one of my goals, which I set myself after the 4th vaccination, which was to try and go a different route, because basically ever since the pandemic has begun, I've been going out every day for a walk, because that's really important for me. And I guess because at least I have managed to carry on doing that. But I have been sticking to the same route, what feels like a safe route, because it's easier to avoid people, and I sort of know where I'm going, and that kind of relieves some of the anxiety as well, because it's regular and it's routine and stuff. But yeah, so I have tried to alter my route, and I did actually succeed. Because last week I set myself a challenge to try and go down a passageway, and I've been avoiding passageways because it's really hard to avoid people down passageways. You can't cross the road down a passageway. It's like a more confined space. So obviously it's a trigger. But I forced myself to walk down a passageway last Friday. It was quite a short passageway though, not a long one. So what I did was I put my mask on, because I got some fabric masks. They're not really high protection masks, but obviously I'm not inside, I'm outside. It just makes me feel more secure, but obviously it's still a face covering. So I put on a fabric mask and basically just ran down the passageway. Luckily no one actually came down, which was just because obviously if someone had come down, I would have waited, because there's no way I could walk past someone. I haven't got that far yet. But luckily there wasn't anyone. If there was, I will just wait and try again. But it's a short passageway, so I just ran, and I managed to get to the other end, and then there's a busy road. I wore my mask down there. Not that I really needed to down there in terms of people, but another benefit of masks is that you don't breathe in pollution, so actually it's quite good in that respect as well. So I wore my mask down there. It definitely stops you smelling stuff. I can't smell cigarette smoke, I can't smell pollution, so on a sensory level it's actually quite good as well, although I can only wear it for a short period of time because it does clam up your face. So I have to take it off now and again, but it does have other benefits. So I wore the mask down the busy road, and I did succeed at getting where I want to, which is where there's some really big houses and wide streets. So it's a nice part of town, very secluded and quiet. But obviously I have to get down a busy road to get there. But I did get there, and then once I'm at the quieter area, and they're just wide open roads, and I could just kind of walk down there, and there's lots of different roads you could go down. It's very quiet and peaceful and tree lined. I was really pleased I managed to alter my route though, particularly as I've been down at end of town for ever since the pandemic, well actually for years. I think I walked for close to 2 hours that day. So that was on Friday, so I was really pleased with that. I haven't been able to do that this week though, because it's half term, and there are more kids out and about and stuff, which obviously means everywhere's a bit busier. So I'm going to try again next week though, when the kids are in school. But I have altered my route a little bit nevertheless. On my regular walk, I have gone on a little detour around the back of some houses I haven't been round for years. So that feels like a bit of progress for me as well, because I have like any way in which I can alter my route, basically, even if it's only a little bit, it's still progress for me. So I managed to do that. And also it's actually a nicer route actually going that way, because because it means I avoid parting a busy road, so there are less cars down there. So it's a bit of a detour, so it extends my walk slightly, but that's quite good because it means more exercise. And also I walked for about an hour today, and yeah, it meant I avoid a busy road. So yeah, so that's a little bit of progress. My OCD, like my germophobia and everything, is still really bad. I do want to see my dad, but that's going to be like at really massive anxiety. He's still trying to look for a table so I can see him in a garden. I do really, really want to do that, but oh my god, the anxiety, that would of course be epic. But like, it is something I am thinking about doing. It's just going to be such a massive hurdle. But at least I have gone a different route, so that is still progress. And I did say I wanted to do that after my 4th vaccination, and I do feel a little bit less anxious out and about after my 4th as well. Like I'm finding that I'm still like avoiding people. I haven't got to the point where I can walk past people in the street. I mean, that's like really deep wide now. It's going to be really hard to do that, but like eventually I hope to. But I'm not at that place yet. But I do feel slightly less paranoid when I'm out and about since I've had my 4th, so that's at least something. Any reduction in anxiety is good. But yeah, so I just wanted to update you on that. Okay, so moving over to video number 2 now.